Hola, ¿cómo estás? Just kidding, I barely speak Spanish. Pippin speaks both Spanish and English, and, believe it or not, ancient Greek. It is time to unbox things. I've been really excited for this. It's been really hard not to open these two in particular. Next month is gonna be there's gonna be so much good stuff happening, you don't even know. I'm so excited. I have 4 boxes. I have Aardvark, Book of the Month, Evernight, which I haven't gotten in a hot minute, and Alumicrate. I skipped Fairy Loot this month. I will explain why when I get there. First up is Aardvark, which is very quickly becoming my favorite subscription box. I only got 1 book this month, but here are all of the books. You can see at the bottom. And then on the back, it looks like they have a little challenge, building a stack. And once again, I will probably not do. Oh, and the bookmark, they're so cute now. I love it. I love this so much more than the bright neon colors. On the back, it says, I joined Aardvark Book Club and all I got was this lousy bookmark. Cute. And then the book I got, I had a hard time picking between books. I could only get one and I had a hard time picking which one that I wanted. And I ended up going with Dead Money by Jakob Kerr or Kerr. Sometimes you say it both ways. Or Carr, because Deborah Carr. None of you know who that is. If you know who Deborah Carr is, you had a boomer for a parent.
It was nobody's fault but my own. I was looking up. Who was the nearest thing to heaven?
This is a, I believe, like financial revenge thriller. How it came down to it, it was between this and what was the other one? Flirting with Disaster by Nana. I'm not sure how to say that, Kumar, because it's a Sweet Home Alabama retelling and I love that movie. But I read the first page of each one and this is the one that the voice intrigued me. So this is why I went with it. Dead Money is about, I love this little gold man on the cover. I'll read you the summary. Don't call me a fixer. This isn't HBO. In her job as unofficial problem solver for Silicon Valley's most ruthless venture capitalist, Mackenzie Clyde's gotten used to playing for high stakes. Even if none of those tech bro millions she's so good at wrangling ever make it into her pockets. But this time she's in way over her head, or so it seems. The lightning rod CEO of tech's hottest startup has just been murdered, leaving behind billions in dead money frozen in his will. As the company's chief investor, Mackenzie's boss has a fortune on the line. And with the police treading water, it's up to Mackenzie to step up and resolve things fast. By the way, if you can hear a weird noise, it's Lily attempting to chew the Aardvark box with 1 tooth. That is the number of teeth that she has left is 1. It's a little, it goes like this. Mackenzie's a lawyer, not a detective, cracking this fiendishly clever killing with its list of suspects that reads like a who's who of Valley power players should be way out of her league. Except that Mackenzie's used to being underestimated. In fact, she's counting on it. The way she sees it, this is an investigation. It's an opportunity, and she'll do anything to seize it. Anything at all. It looks like it's written by a longtime insider. I'm not so much interested in the perspective of a Silicon Valley person, like inside the book, but if it's going to be somebody who is there but is like outside of it, that could be interesting to me. Now, this could totally flop, but I'm hopeful because I liked the first page. Now we got Book of the Month. I think I got 2 books. Did I get 3? I think I got 2. This month's bookmark. Let's see if it's actually good. The new Book of the Month is like hypersexual. If this was like a standalone, I would think it was funny, but like with the Reading a Sexy Hat and among other things that they've done, I'm just kind of annoyed now. Just don't ask me to explain it. It says guaranteed climax every time. Yes, there is a climax in every competent book. Submitted by Michaela S. Inwood, West Virginia. Member since 2020. Can we cool it? Can we just have it like, I'm not a prude, I swear. I will read some stuff in books. But like, this is not book nerd stuff. Okay, so first book I got, I surprised myself with it and I'd actually never heard of it until Book of the Month featured it. And that is Penitence by, what was it, Kristin Koval. So this is, Lily, would you stop gumming that box? This is a literary mystery / thriller. I think it leans more toward mystery, but it's definitely literary. Lily, now she's moved on to the Book of the Month box. What do you want? Go have a nap. You're an old lady. You're 16 years old now. She's going to be 16 next week. So let's read the summary of this one. Penitence is a poignant exploration of love and forgiveness. It's a suspenseful, addictive page-turner filled with literary insight that compels readers blah, blah, blah to consider whether the worst thing we've ever done is all that defines us. When a shocking murder occurs in the home of Angie and David Sheehan, their lives are shattered. Desperate to defend their family, they turn to small-town lawyer Martine Dumont for help. But Martine isn't just legal counsel. She's also the mother of Angie's first love, Julian, a now successful New York City criminal defense attorney. As Julian and Angie confront their shared past and long-buried guilt from a tragic accident years ago, they must navigate their own culpability and the unresolved feelings between them. Spanning decades from the ski slopes of rural Colorado to the streets of pre-9/11 New York City and back again, Kristin Koval's debut novel, Penitence, is an examination of the complexities of familial loyalty, the journey of redemption, and the profound experience of true forgiveness. And I think, I could be wrong about this, I think I heard that this involves a kid doing some... I took a chance. The second book that I got from Book of the Month is Charmaine Wilkerson's sophomore novel, Good Dirt. I don't remember what this is about, so let's read it. Sometimes the only way forward is to look back. When 10-year-old Abby Freeman heard the gunshot, time stopped. When she saw her brother Baz on the floor, surrounded by shattered pieces of treasured heirloom, her life felt shattered as well. The crime was never solved. Ever since, the Freemans, one of the only black families in a well-to-do enclave in New England, have dreaded becoming the center of another media frenzy. But when now-grown Abby's high-profile romance falls apart, that's exactly what happens. Abby flees to France, only for her past to follow. As she processes the shock, she begins to think about the other loss her family suffered that day, the stoneware jar that had been in their family for generations, brought north by an enslaved ancestor. Soon, Abby realizes that the handcrafted piece held more than just her family's history. It might also be the key to claiming a new future. Wilkerson traces the reverberations of a crime, the fracturing of a family, and the myriad choices we face when we try to ease the wounds of the past and grapple with the fragments of a fraught inheritance. With its weaving of voices and deft movement through time and place, Good Dirt showcases Wilkerson's signature style and mastery of her craft, confirming her place as one of the most exciting novelists writing today. So yeah, she wrote Black Cake, if you read that. That's a book I read and liked, but didn't love, and I unhauled it. But I'm really hopeful that she's improved a little bit. If I like it, I don't like this cover. There's something about it I find like blurry looking. And this whole like colorful blob artwork thing, I'm not a huge fan of it. Even though I like color, I don't like blobs. Instead, if I like it, I'm gonna get this cover because it's beautiful. Hopefully I can get to it sometime soon. Now on to Evernight. I have no idea what either of these look like. It's going to be a happy surprise. Here is the theme card. And then there, if you want to know what book it is. Interesting. I think I like the original cover better. So the book is Bat Eater by Kylie Lee Baker. This is an adult horror novel. This is the UK cover, which is my favorite. And this is the US cover, which I hate. Also, I hate the US title. There was absolutely no need for them to say, Pippin, stop. There was absolutely no need for them to call it Bat Eater and other names for Corazang. It's just stupid. Bat Eater is a perfectly good title for a horror novel. The other one seems like you're too stupid to understand this. And also, I don't like the cover on that book. But this is interesting. I just really like the spray nozzle. So I do like this though. It's just missing like that color pop that the other cover has. It's got bats, sprayed edges, and then just black. And then on the back, it's got like swirly darkness. And this is the spine. Let's see what it looks like underneath. Oh, yay! Yay! I'm gonna do this. I'm turning it around. Cause I mean, it's not as good as the blue, I think, with it, but this is much better for me. It's got the spray bottle, 1000% cleaning power, shocking, magnificent. You can't ignore hungry ghosts, with blurbs by Ling Ling Huang, Amakatsu, Eric LaRocca, Kirsty Logan, Veronica Henry, and Alice Slater. So some heavy hitters there. And I will read the blurb in a second from there. And then, oh, this is pretty underneath. And by pretty, I mean horrifying. Look at that. But I really like that. The back is my favorite though. Look at that. That's awesome. What does the inside look like? Okay, they're running from things. They're running from things. This lady with the crooked neck is really killing me. She's killing me. I am very excited about this actually, and you're gonna watch me turn this inside out right now because I do not like the, well, I do, it's fine. But I like the original cover better. Okay, much better. I f***ed it up. There we go. It's better. Cora Zhang is a crime scene cleaner, but the bloody messes don't bother her. Not when she's already witnessed the most horrific thing possible, her sister being pushed in front of a train. But the killer was never caught, and Cora is still haunted by his last words, Bat Eater. These days, nobody can catch Cora, not her aunt, who wants her to prepare for the Hungry Ghost Festival, not her weird colleagues, and especially not the slack-jawed shadow lurking around her doorframe. After all, it can't be real, can it? After a series of unexplained killings in Chinatown, Cora believes that someone might be targeting East Asian women, and something might be targeting Cora herself. Soon she will learn you can't just ignore hungry ghosts. It's signed, also. I'm excited to read this. I feel like this has potential to be like this year's breakout horror hit, like The Eyes Are the Best Part was last year. I messed it up. This is why you don't do these things hurriedly in front of a camera. You do them when you have time. Whatever, it's fine. I'm probably not going to sell this anyway. And if I do, I'll turn it over. I probably made it worse on the other side too. Yeah, I did. Whatever, who cares? It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Bye. Last one. Illumicrate. Oh wait, before I do Illumicrate, so I did skip. This is the last month of the subscription, the series that I skipped for the Broken Binding. So next month I will be getting the first book in the next series from the Broken Binding. And then Fairy Loot was, I think it was Immortal by Sue Lynn Tan was the book. If I'm wrong, I'm sorry. But my experience with Sue Lynn Tan, I've read 2 of her books now, is that they're fine. I got the UK versions because they were so pretty, and then I only gave both of them the 3 stars. I just decided to skip. This is bugging me. This is really bugging me. Okay, now. Ooh, pretty. Pretty. I do really love the original cover though, but this is very pretty. And that is Water Moon by Samantha Sotto Yambao. Sotto Yambao? I don't know how to say her name. But this is a cozy fantasy. This is the original cover, which is beautiful. But this is pretty also. Back. Pippin, stop! Back, which is a train. And I believe that train and the cityscape are both on the original cover, but I could be wrong. Got gold here. We've got a continuation of the cover for the edges. And then we've got a continuation of the water on the bottom and the sky on the top. No under dust jacket art. And then a printed cloth hardcover. And I believe those are swans. Are there swans in this book? Gorgeous end papers. And more pretty end papers. This makes it look a little less like cozy fantasy and more like something else. It's signed, and there's a letter from the author. Let's read the blurb. Would you rewrite your destiny if it meant losing a part of your past? On a back street in Tokyo lies a pawn shop, but not everyone can find it. Most will see only a cozy ramen restaurant. And just the chosen ones, those who are lost, will find a place to pawn their life choices and deepest regrets. Hana Ishikawa wakes on her first morning as the pawn shop's new owner to find it ransacked, the shop's most precious acquisition stolen and her father missing. And then into the shop stumbles a charming stranger, quite unlike other customers, for he offers help instead of seeking it. Together they must journey through a mystical world to find Hana's father and the stolen choice through rain puddles, hitching rides on paper cranes, across the bridge between midnight and morning, and through a night market in the clouds. But as they get closer to the truth, Hana must reveal a secret of her own and risk making a choice she will never be able to take back. This sounds really cute, and I'm getting to it, I think, in April. So that is that. Let's look at these. These are this month's books. We've got a couple of nice sprayed edges right there. Yeah, that's it. Thank you so much for watching. If you made it to the end of this video, please leave a $sign or a dollar bill or money or something for dead money, because it's right there on top. And I have the attention span of a flea. And then if you don't have anything to say, about any of these others, just leave me the little cha-ching. And then, as always, if you liked the video, please like and subscribe. It really helps me out. I'm like this close to 1,000 subscribers, you guys. And like, I'll get a new follower and then I'll lose a follower. And then I'll get a new follower and then I'll lose 2 followers. Guys, why did you subscribe to me in the first place? I feel like I'm pretty open about what's going on here. Also down below is the link to my wish list, my buy me a coffee, and some other stuff. See you in the next one. Okay, love you, bye.
I would have sent it to you, but I didn't know your address until today. She wanted you to have it, remember? So, well, that's the reason I... Goodbye, Terry.
Goodbye, Nicky.
You know, I painted you like that with the shawl. I wish you could have seen it. Koval said it was one of my best. I didn't think I could ever part with it. But, well, there was no reason to keep it any longer, and I couldn't take money for it because, well, you know it. So, Koval told me a young woman came into the gallery, and she liked it. She saw in it what I hoped you'd see, so I told Koval to give it to her. Because he said she didn't have any money, and not only that, she was... Anyway, I told him to give it to her. Koval said she wanted it so badly, and so I told him to give it to her. You know, it's the Christmas season and all that, and you know me, holly in my heart.
Darling, don't look at me like that.
Why didn't you tell me? If it had to happen to one of us, why did it have to be you?
It was nobody's fault but my own. I was looking up. It was the nearest thing to heaven. You were there. Oh, darling. Don't worry, darling. If you can paint, I can walk. Anything can happen, don't you think?
Yes, darling, yes.